guys!
Hey guys!
We're back, and for the very first time ever, we're reviewing The X-Files. This is our review of The X-Files Season 10, Episode 1, titled My Struggle. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, you're going to want to skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. I've seen The X-Files. I watched the original series when it was first on television, and you've never seen it.
No.
So this is going to be interesting because you're going to get two different perspectives. Now, as someone who had never really watched X-Files before, aside from bits here and there that I was watching on Netflix, what did you think of the premiere?
You don't really have to have seen the original to watch this one. Like, they basically run down the gist of it, so you don't feel lost. Like, I didn't feel lost at all during the first episode.
So the learning curve's not that bad.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure there's stuff that people who have seen it get that I don't get, but I don't realize I don't get it, so I don't feel lost.
As someone who has seen the X-Files before, this episode, and they really kind of had to do this, it was very, very heavy on exposition. In fact, there was no real, event in the episode until the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was all kind of recap and building up to.
Yeah. And then, of course, in the final 10 minutes, you get Sveta gets killed, and Mulder says, probably 5 or 6 times, that she's the key to everything. Well, now, the key to everything is gone. So, where he goes from here, as far as his investigation, that's going to be really interesting to see how Chris Carter addresses that.
Yeah.
Also, we do know that the next few episodes are going to be more like the Monster of the Week episodes from the original X-Files series, and there's only going to be 6 episodes. So how they wrap up the story, because they basically said that this is going to be a limited series event and then it's done, no more X-Files. So how they wrap up the story, it's going to be really interesting to see if they left themselves enough time to actually do that. And as a fan of the series and knowing how slow they kind of like to build things up, that concerns me a little bit.
Yeah, just at the end of the episode, they do this clip of bits from the whole series, and it seems like a lot's supposed to happen in just 6 episodes. I mean, that felt like an entire series worth, not a limited series.
Yeah.
It was almost coming up on the X-Files in the next 20 episodes. There's a lot of stuff in that.
They did a promo for this year on the X-Files, and it seemed like there was a lot of stuff there that they're going to have to cram into 5 episodes.
Yeah.
There's only 5 left. One of them airs tonight. We'll do the review for that tomorrow night. Things I really enjoyed about this episode is Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny seem to have stepped back into the roles of Scully and Mulder pretty much seamlessly. I've seen blogs where they said that David Duchovny, it seemed like it took him, a little bit to get back into the role. I didn't get that vibe. I thought he was playing it as depressed and tired, and those are things that get mentioned throughout the episode. Another thing I really liked, and you mentioned this as well, is the kind of reversal of the narrative. How it's not the aliens abducting people, it's humans.
Yeah, I kind of like that. We have 9 seasons of The X-Files that is based solely on them investigating alien abductions and alien cases, and then this one is, actually, no, it was humans doing this with alien technology, and I really like that. For me, coming in, that's really fascinating.
Yeah. And me, as a longtime fan, it's okay, we're in the same boat as Mulder, where, everything that we kind of thought about the series has turned out that, no, that's not the way it was. So, as a viewer, you are seeing kind of things exactly the way Mulder would see them, which is really interesting as a viewer. Questions at the end of the episode. Of course, Sveta got killed at the end of the episode, and Tad O'Malley, his website gets pulled down, but we really don't know where Tad O'Malley is. He may have gotten killed. He may come back. We have no idea where he is.
I think he comes back because he seemed pretty prepared and paranoid, so it wouldn't surprise me if he saw this coming and had some backup plan to get himself out.
if there is any character who has an escape route,
Yeah.
a backup plan, whatever, it's Tad O'Malley.
Yeah.
Things that bugged me about the episode. The flying saucer effect at the beginning episode, I thought that was pretty weak. It looked pretty cheap and cheesy.
Yeah, a little bit.
But the ARV effect later on in the episode where it vanished, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, the ARV was awesome.
Yeah. Mentioning 9/11 as a false flag attack.
Yeah.
I guess it is what it is. I thought that probably could have not mentioned that. All in all, as a longtime X-Files fan, I really enjoyed the episode. I'm really looking forward to the next 5.
Yeah, and as a first-time X-Files viewer, I really enjoyed the episode. And I'm looking forward to more. I'm kind of now disappointed that there's only 5.
Well, there's...
of course, there's 9 seasons left for
It's
me.
like 200 episodes and change, so there's plenty of X-Files out.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing, they kept the original credits from the original series, which was awesome.
Yeah,
I kind of expected them to update it, and I'm really glad they didn't. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it for this video. If we missed something, if we got something wrong, or if there's something you think we should have mentioned and didn't, let us know down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to tell us by clicking that like button and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.